Have you ever wondered what truly happens when royalty attempts to be just like us, and perhaps stumbles quite spectacularly? My dears, you might want to switch that tea for something stronger, because today we're dissecting the eyebrow-raising details of Meghan Markle's latest, and some say most talked about, digital adventure. In With Love, Meghan, the Duchess invites us into her inner circle, with results that are, well, intriguing. The 6th episode, affectionately dubbed Weird by some, shows Meghan preparing for a game night with friends, complete with a taco bar. What could possibly go wrong, darling? According to some keen observers, almost everything. It begins with Meghan's apparent irritability, a stark contrast to the series' usually sunny disposition. Was it just a bad day? Or is something else brewing behind the scenes? The appearance of Chef Ramon, a professional whose talents are hinted at but who remains almost a footnote in his own introduction, immediately set tongues wagging. But it wasn't just the cursory acknowledgement from Meghan that felt off. Their entire interaction seemed steeped in an unspoken tension. What was really simmering beneath the surface there? And what about Meghan's obsession with flowers? This is the 3rd time in 6 episodes. Wouldn't it be more efficient to dedicate all that floral knowledge to a single episode, my dears? It seems the Duchess is recycling ideas, which, let's face it, isn't a good look. What about the scented towels, the meticulously chosen tea, and yes, the recurring floral arrangements? This relentless parade of similar themes is starting to feel less like a signature touch and more like a script on repeat. Is the Duchess running low on fresh content? Or is this a deliberate, if perplexing, attempt to establish a Meghan way? And more importantly, is it truly resonating? Chef Ramon's arrival to help prepare the taco bar should have been a highlight, but the dynamic between him and Meghan seems strained. She appears annoyed that he's taking charge in the kitchen, teaching her how to prepare the dishes. Could it be Meghan's unfamiliarity with sharing the spotlight? Or perhaps the chef didn't bow down to her perceived importance, as she might have expected. A dilemma worthy of a modern-day fairy tale, don't you think? And what about Meghan's famous hospitality? She sends an assistant to find out the guests' preferences, only to surprise them with their favorite drinks. A gesture that, to some, feels forced and even manipulative. But what really caught attention was the unnecessary lesson on how to dehydrate citrus fruits. Meghan displays an absurd abundance of lemons and oranges from her garden, something most people can only dream of. Wouldn't it perhaps be more engaging for a wider audience to see topics that feel more universally relatable? This particular focus on such niche, aspirational domesticity inadvertently raises a crucial question. Is the Duchess risking a growing disconnect from the everyday realities of many viewers, and the margaritas served in mason jars? Meghan prepares the drinks in advance, with ice, which will inevitably make them watery. Is it an amateur slip-up, or a laid-back touch from the Duchess? Despite the criticism, some moments are salvageable. Meghan correctly recognizes the importance of board games in strengthening family and friendship bonds, a positive point amidst so many controversies. Overall, the episode is considered forgettable, with little chemistry between Meghan and Chef Ramon. The lack of detailed tutorials and clear recipes also frustrates viewers. But could the Duchess be forced to have guests to guide the show? Her constant irritability suggests that something isn't right behind the scenes. What's the final verdict? The episode doesn't quite measure up to the encounter with Chef Roy Choi, considered one of the best in the series. But will Meghan be able to maintain that level in future episodes? What do you think, my dears? Tell me in the comments. And what can we expect from the future of the series? But what happened after this fateful episode aired? The internet, my dears, exploded. Social media was flooded with comments, memes, and conspiracy theories worthy of a spy movie. Could Meghan be trying to reinvent herself? Or is she just getting lost amidst so many expectations? The pressure to please everyone seems to be consuming the Duchess, and the result is a confusing and disjointed show. And what about Harry's absence? His discreet participation in the series raises suspicions. Is he distancing himself from the project, or just giving Meghan space to shine, or, in this case, stumble a bit? Digital marketing experts point to a possible image crisis. The lack of authenticity and the repetition of cliches are alienating the audience, who are looking for genuine and inspiring content. Rumors indicate that Netflix is reconsidering renewing the series. The viewership numbers aren't meeting expectations, and Meghan's image is suffering. But does the Duchess care about the criticism? Her confident demeanor and determination to move forward suggests that she's willing to face the challenges. After all, Meghan has always been a controversial figure who defied royal standards and forged her own path. Her audacity and independence are admirable, even if they don't always result in success. The public is divided between those who defend her and those who criticize her. Some admire her courage and determination, while others accuse her of being arrogant and pretentious. But one thing is certain: Meghan Markle doesn't go unnoticed. Her presence in the media is constant, and her actions generate heated debates. And what about the comparisons with Kate Middleton? The eternal rivalry between the two duchesses resurfaces with each new episode of the series. While Kate remains discreet and elegant, Meghan seeks innovation and boldness. The two represent different styles of royalty, and the public is divided between those who prefer tradition and those who bet on modernity. But is it fair to compare the two? Each has her own story, her own talents, and her own ambitions. And what can we learn from all of this? Perhaps that perfection doesn't exist, and that we all make mistakes. Meghan Markle is learning to deal with fame and expectations. Her journey is full of ups and downs, and the public follows each step with curiosity and apprehension. Will she be able to reinvent herself and win back the public? Or will her image be tarnished forever? And this leads us to an even more intriguing point: the impact of media exposure on royal children. Is it ethical to expose Archie and Lilibet to the spotlight? Or would it be better to protect them from excessive attention? What do you think, my dears? Tell me in the comments. Is the royal family prepared to face the challenges of the modern world? But the internet being the internet, my dears, this episode didn't just spark criticism, it ignited a veritable wildfire of speculation and conspiracy theories. From whispers of behind-the-scenes contractual pressures to far more elaborate, almost cinematic plots, the online narrative took on a life of its own. But beyond the wild theories, what could be the simpler truth behind the on-screen awkwardness? Other theories point to possible internal sabotage, with the aim of damaging the Duchess's image and undermining her influence. Is someone plotting against Meghan behind the scenes? There are also those who believe that the series is a way for Meghan to take revenge on the royal family, exposing their secrets and frailties, a kind of public and notorious settling of accounts. And the most far-fetched theories? Some suggest that Meghan is a secret agent, infiltrated into the royal family to spy on them. Sounds like a movie script, doesn't it? But what really matters is the impact of these theories on Meghan's image. The Duchess has become the target of criticism and attacks, and her reputation is at stake. Communication experts point to the need for a crisis management strategy. Meghan urgently needs to reverse this negative image and regain public trust. Will she succeed? Her story is marked by overcoming obstacles and resilience, but the challenge is great. The future of the series With Love, Meghan is uncertain. Netflix hasn't yet commented on the renewal, and rumors of cancellation are intensifying. But one thing is certain: Meghan Markle remains a relevant figure on the world stage. Her story inspires and divides opinions, and her future is uncertain. And this reminds us of historical moments when the monarchy faced similar dilemmas, such as Princess Diana's image crisis in the 90s. Is history repeating itself, my dears? Excessive exposure, media pressure, and public expectations can be too heavy a burden for anyone to bear. Is Meghan prepared to face these challenges? And what does this mean for the future of royal children in such a connected world? Archie and Lilibet will grow up in the spotlight, and their privacy will be constantly invaded. Wouldn't it be more ethical to protect them from this exposure? Childhood is a crucial period for emotional and social development, and the pressure of fame can have devastating consequences. It seems the royal family has traded tea for a very modern coffee, don't you think? Tradition and modernity clash, and the result is a complex and nuanced scenario. In short, my dears, the saga of Meghan Markle on Netflix is a reflection of the challenges faced by royalty in the 21st century. Media pressure, public expectations, and the search for authenticity come together in a whirlwind of emotions and controversies. The series With Love, Meghan has become a battlefield where the Duchess fights to maintain her image and regain public trust. Will she succeed? Time will tell. I know that many of you follow the royal family with as much affection as I do, and that's why I feel obliged to bring you this complete and impartial analysis. Should the royal family be more cautious? Leave your opinions in the comments because I love to hear what you think. And now, my dears, it's time to say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed our analysis of the With Love, Meghan saga. Give us a like and share this news.
And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. So, what's your ultimate verdict on this chapter of With Love, Meghan, my dears? Was it a misstep, a moment of relatable imperfection, or something else entirely? I'm dying to read your thoughts and theories in the comments below. And if you appreciated this candid analysis, please show some love with a like, subscribe for more royal deep dives, and ring that notification bell. Crucially, what burning questions or topics should we unravel next? Thank you, my dear friends. Until next time.